Inscription number 135. Junagadh rock inscription of Rudragman 1 Saka year 72. This rock also bears the famous 14 edicts of Asoka and of the Gupta king Skandagupta of the years 136, 137, and 138. Provenance: at the commencement of the gorge that leads to the valley around Girnar hill near Junagadh, Junagadh district, Gujarat. Script: Brahmi of early southern variety. Language: Sanskrit. English translation of this inscription and various other details are available on the link provided in the description section of this video. Let us discuss the famous Asoka edicts. The edicts of Ashoka are a collection of more than 30 inscriptions on the pillars as well as boulders and cave walls, attributed to Emperor Ashoka of the Mauryan Empire, who reigned from 268 BCE to 232 BCE. These inscriptions were dispersed throughout the areas of modern-day Bangladesh, Nepal, Afghanistan and Pakistan. There are 4 types of Ashoka edicts. These edicts were classified based on the surface on which they were inscribed. The inscriptions found in the central and eastern part of India were written in Maghi Prakrit using the Brahmi script, while Prakrit using the Kharoshti script. Greek and Aramaic were used in the northwest. It is understood that some of these edicts were deciphered by British archaeologist and historian James Prinsep. The major rock edicts of Indian Emperor Ashoka refer to 14 separate major edicts of Ashoka which are significantly detailed and represent some of the earliest dated rock inscriptions of any Indian monarch. These edicts are preceded chronologically by the minor rock edicts. The edicts describe in details Ashoka's view on religion, which was an earnest attempt to solve some of the problems of complex society. According to the edicts, the extent of Buddhist proselytism during this period had reached as far as the Mediterranean. The Maurya Empire, ruled by the Mauryan dynasty from 322 to 185 BCE, was a geographically extensive and mighty political and military empire in ancient India. Established in the subcontinent by Chandragupta Maurya in Magadh, and was it further thrived under Ashoka the Great. The Maurya Empire was founded by Chandragupta Maurya, with help from Chanakya Brahman teacher at Takshila. The empire was divided into 4 provinces, which one of the 4 looked like a giant crescent, with the imperial capital at Patliputra. From Ashokan edicts, the names of the 4 provincial capitals are Tosli, Ujjain in the west, Suvarna Nagari, and Taxila. The head of the provincial administration was the Kumara, who governed the provinces as king's representative. The Kumara was assisted by Mahamathyas and Council of Ministers. This organizational structure was reflected at the imperial level with the emperor and his Mantri Parishad. Ashoka's army succeeded in overwhelming Kalinga forces of royal soldiers and civilian units. An estimated 100,000 soldiers and civilians were killed in the furious warfare, including over 10,000 of Ashoka's own men. Hundreds of thousands of people were adversely affected by the destruction and fallout of war. When he personally witnessed the devastation, Ashoka began feeling remorse. Although the annexation of Kalinga was completed, Ashoka embraced the teachings of Buddhism and renounced war and violence. Ashoka implemented principles of ahimsa by banning hunting and violent sports activity and ending indentured and forced labor. Many thousands of people in war-ravaged Kalinga had been forced into hard labor and servitude. While he maintained a large and powerful army,